All right, guys, we have a huge transformation today. You know, it's been about a month that my boy been out the shop, man. But yeah, it's gonna be like a good, you know, dark wave cut. Try to blend in the light spots with the dark spots. We always hit a real clean taper here. You were saying keep the beard nice and wide like we always do. Yeah, all right, let's get into it. And yeah, we usually do cut in that hook part. You know what I'm saying? With the line up with the part, the split down the middle.
What you mean? Like the design?
Yeah.
Nah.
You're not doing that no more? All right, cool. All right, cool. Let's get into it. The most important thing is first of all, you know, since this is a with the grain cut, we got to comb this thing out. So look, we're gonna have to comb this thing out according to the growth pattern, right? This is where the crown is. This is where it all grows out from. So we got to make sure that we lift this hair up off the scalp. And we got to keep this thing going, man. Let's keep this thing brushing down, combing through. We got to keep all this hair lifted up off the scalp if it's going to have any choice. Because what's going to cut smoother, the guard going through this or the guard going through this, right? We got to make sure that we go ahead and comb all this out real nice, real smooth. And then we usually hit this one here with the one guard with the lever open. So it's close to a 1.5 length. And I would go darker, right? I would go like with a 1.5 or a 2. But since we have lighter spots here in the front, we're gonna have to blend this out. So that way, by the time we're done with this haircut, it's not gonna look like, it's just gonna look like there's no light spots at all. It's all gonna be even. Couple natural looking enhancement techniques. Let's get right into it. Guys, look here with the one. I'm gonna start with this lever open, man. Look, we're gonna start here at the crown. The same way that we combed it is the same way that we're gonna that we gotta cut it. And y'all can kind of already see these waves coming together, man. We're gonna go all the way through here, man. One open. And when we approach those lighter areas, I'm not gonna be applying full pressure. I'm gonna kind of float up off the head. You see how now that we kind of trim that, like it all just lays down a lot smoother, it all just connects nicer. So look, I'm gonna keep on going through here. I'm gonna end up doing a one close with the grain on the sides. But you can see this here, turn this way. You know, pressure at the top, but as we hit those light spots, man, we're gonna be lightening up the pressure, man. Now I can go full pressure. He don't got no lightness issues on the temples or on the sides, so I can go ahead and apply pressure all the way down. While we lay all this hair down, man, this transformation is gonna be big. I'm excited for this one. So now let's go ahead and bring this lever in close just a little bit more, only because I'm gonna start lightening it up. Since this is gonna be a high taper cut, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna start bringing that transition in a little bit while I'm trimming down with the grain before I go in to set my guidelines. You know, the less hair that I gotta work through to get to the high taper guidelines, the smoother it's gonna come out, in my opinion. All right, so look, those guidelines are set. What we're gonna do is, all right, look, so the hair is pretty much trimmed. We're gonna clean it up a little bit more, but I needed to get the bulk out of the way. To do this high taper, I'm gonna run this right up here, corner to corner. The purpose of a high taper is so that way there's no C-cup, there's no curve right there, right? It's faded out. So I'm gonna put my guideline in right here and I'm gonna connect it to where the ear starts. Cool, and then we're gonna take that around here too. Now thinking ahead, we're gonna need our next guideline that we could create that spread and the fade with, right? So look, you could go lever open. You could go lever open if you want. I'm gonna go half guard closed. It's a softer line, it's easier to fade out. Same thing here. Half guard closed. I need a nice spread on this line too, guys. I definitely need that because I want to have a solid spread. I don't want the fade looking like too compressed, bowl cut vibes. I definitely don't want that. Now thinking ahead, what's our next step? We got to fade this thing out, right? I'm giving y'all real time work in a real barbershop. Now we got to fade that out. So what's what's gonna work here? We set this line in here with the clipper all the way closed, right? So how about we break through that line with the clipper all the way closed? We're gonna take the line out with the tool that we used to put it in. Okay, now that I broke through that, I'm gonna go one more notch open and go one bit higher in the fade. Right, I can see a blend coming together. I'm gonna go one more notch up, which means I'm moving one more level up into the fade. I'm not gonna hit that top line, right? I have to stay within the lines. I don't wanna, that's that little line that we put in there with the half. I don't wanna cut through that. That would defeat the purpose of me setting the guideline in with the half guard in the first place. Right, but let's try to stay within that line. I'm gonna try to keep it nice and blurry. Little bit of lever play in here. Just in case if that was a little too quick for you guys. I put that bottom line in, breaking through. Now it's gonna move up a little bit more. I move the lever a little bit more open. That means I'm moving a little higher. Lever open, I'm moving a little higher. But remember, I'm making sure not to go so high that I end up at the very top line. I wanna end up just below the very top line. So that's looking pretty good. Okay, one more time. So now look, that's faded, that's faded. We're gonna keep on working down, right? I'm gonna start with a pretty safe guard. I'm gonna start here with like a 1.5 guard open. I have a feeling this is pretty safe because we just did a 1 with the grain on the sides, right? So if I have the 1.5 guard, lever open here, lever open so it could be a nice soft line, right? A nice soft transition. I don't mind clearing out just a little bit of space here too on the sides.
Bro, when I say,
because, you know, you can see this 1.5 is like, it's not necessarily a taper length, you know what I mean? Like we're just softening, we're softening the darkness, especially back here. You can see there's a lot of darkness right here. You see how that just slices through it? But it blends nicely into that one that we did with the grain. So we worked on that transition. Now I could close this lever here with the 1.5. And now we can start working our way lower and lower to eliminate that line that we put in. So keep cutting, keep brushing, keep cutting, keep combing. I'm gonna go down to the 1 now. We did everything we can with the 1.5 as far as blending on the sides. There we go, man. 1 open. You know, we're just slowly working our way down because we got to think about this, right? If we started with a 1.5 and we got to work our way down to a 0.5. We got the 1.5 guard. We did open, we did close. The next lowest guard is that 1 open. And then we're gonna slowly, as I did right now, working our way down to 1 open and then the 1 close. Here we are, 1 close. And then what's lower than that? The half guard. The half guard is what we set that first line in with. So, now that I'm done here with the 1 guard, I'm just showing you for illustrative purposes. I usually like to do everything that I can with the 1 guard, you know, all the way around. But look at how this comes together. Here's the half open. Halfway because I'm working my way towards close. And half close. And that blends together so well because remember we set that first guideline in with the half guard close. And when we were fading out that bald portion, we made sure not to break past that half line. So that's why this just blends together so smoothly. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the rest of this now. Keep on doing my work here with this 1 guard, open, close, and then the half guard, open, closed. Now, for the sake of efficiency, let's say when you get your skills up, you probably could skip that whole technique right there with the one guard. One guard open, one guard closed. You could do that. Go straight to the half. Connect the half guard to the 1.5. Especially with this tool, I feel like the way that the blade is designed, the way that the lever stretches, I think it's definitely a good tool to do that with. But I gotta remember too, I have some beginners in here also watching this. So that's why I'm not gonna pull out always the most advanced techniques, the fading with the blades, or freehanding or anything like that. I like to keep a nice simple technique, man. Simple, easy to follow, and a system that you can apply to every single haircut. So now that the majority of the blend is done, guys, we can go ahead and come in here with our pencil, okay? And if we pick up just a little bit and we apply a light touch, this is gonna be able to trim the hair, number one. It's gonna be able to apply a light layer of pencil and spread and blend it all at once. So if you talk about efficiency's sake, doing this in a barbershop real time is probably the way to go. I'm gonna head this back line here too. Look guys, it's the same concept here, man. Look, we're gonna start here in the middle. Start here in the middle. You know, analyze the hairline, analyze the strong side, the weak side, where the widow's peak is. When you make that first cut right there, just try to keep his head as still as possible, because now look, you can take this and follow it all the way across, right? Start here in the middle, then I'm gonna work my way over here. Make sure it's camera right. Another reason why I really love using this pencil, man, is that for me, it's not only an enhancement, but it's a tool. The tool is gonna help me kind of see where the hairline is sitting at while I'm working at it. You don't always have the luxury of time. Of taking, you know, the client to the wash bowl, to the, you know, wash out the hairline, you know, let it dry, you know, just get it like naturally ashy. Don't always have that luxury in the shop in real time. So this tool allows me to see the hairline a little brighter, a little better defined, to kind of help me determine and make sure that I'm on track with keeping it as straight as possible. Turn your head all the way this way. So pretty much same thing. So right here, I'm gonna observe it, pick up from the middle and work my way out here, try to maintain a nice balanced shape. Now look for enhancements, guys. Like we can see, man, the line is looking good, the line is looking solid, but just to be able to give it that next level, right? We'll go ahead and go in here with our 245 no drip, the waterproof color enhancement. And I like to start it right there at the hairline. I kind of use my other fingers to anchor myself down. You know, because I do have kind of shaky hands when it comes to putting the card right up to the skin. You know, so I kind of use that like as an anchor. But y'all can see, man, we looking real solid, guys. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and take some time to clean up the beard, and then I'm gonna show you guys those finished products, man. If you guys want content on like more detailed beard content, let me know. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and cue those finished right now. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and cue those finished clips now.